I'm Amanda, and you are watching the SOMMVIVANT YouTube channel.
We can shine in a crowd, we never hesitate. Let us rise to the clouds. We got nothing to lose, I know the time is right. Let us light up the fuse. And I know we're perfect.
Welcome back, my wine-loving friends. We are back with 2 more wines for this week's weekly wine picks. If this is your first time joining us and you've never seen this show before, this is a weekly segment that I do on the channel where I pick 2 wines, always from wine.com, that you can find all over the country and have shipped and delivered to your doorstep. And the reason I do that is because wines are not always readily available in someone's store, depending on where they are in the country. So wine.com sort of centralizes that, and this is really why I did it. They have this unlimited shipping model, sort of like an Amazon Prime, where it's $49 for the year and you get unlimited free shipping. With shipping costs being so exorbitant and often being more than the actual bottle itself, this allows me to recommend bottles in that $10 to $20, $20 to $30 bracket without the extra cost of shipping sort of piling on top of that and making it not really worth your while anymore. So I would encourage you, if you're considering buying these wines, to go ahead and sign up for stewardship. They do offer a 1-month free trial. I myself have done it. My membership actually just renewed, and it showed me over the course of a year I've saved almost $1,000 in shipping. So when I was picking the wines for this week, I was thinking about different regions that offer really great value because some regions offer more great value than others. One of those regions is the Languedoc region. It's a region that I had the chance to visit a few years ago, and I just fell in love with it. It's in the south of France. It's a very warm region. It's just, there's this beautiful simplicity where nothing is too extravagant, nothing is too overthought. It's just warm and lovely and charming. The food was very simple, but very delicious because they were pulling these vegetables and ingredients right from their own gardens, just putting them on a grill, adding a little salt and pepper and olive oil, and then serving them with the wine. And I noticed that the wine paired so beautifully with it. And as I was recalling all of these things and all of the meals that I had, I thought, you know what, we're moving into these spring and summer months where we're going to be doing exactly the same thing. We're all going to be pulling vegetables from our garden. We're going to be going to the farmer's market. Everything's going to be coming into season. We're just going to be throwing things on the grill. So what's going to pair beautifully with that? So of course, I naturally thought the Languedoc would be perfect. So let's move into our first wine. Okay, so you'll notice the wine is a twist off. I mean, if you watched the video a couple videos ago, I talked about my love of twist off wines. I really don't mind them at all. I think they're great. So we're starting with H&B, Hecht and Banier, Languedoc 2014. And this is a blend of 80% Syrah, 10% Grenache, and 10% Carignan. So pretty classic Languedoc blend. So this is $14.99 on wine.com. And I picked this wine because this is going to be a little peppery and a little bit smoky and really lovely for those, like I was talking about, those summer months where you're going to be grilling meats and you don't want something too heavy or too light. It's just kind of right in between. I would call this around a medium-bodied wine. This wine's a little bit on the earthy side, so if you're somebody that likes something that's a little more herbaceous, a little less of the fruit, more of the mushroom, this wine has a lot more of that for you. It's very savory, it's very olivey, it's a little bit more saline. The Syrah definitely pulls through in here, so you get a lot more of that gaminess, a lot more of those roasted meats, but it is really lovely and violet and blackberry and cassis. This is something that I would definitely recommend serving with some grilled meats, but maybe stick to something like grilled pork or grilled chicken versus grilled steak. I don't know how you purchase your wine, but I typically buy like 2 or 3 bottles a week. Of course, it doesn't cost me anything additional to ship them. So I typically go on like a Sunday night and order 2 or 3 bottles for the week that I know I'm going to enjoy over the course of the week. And especially this one with the screw top, it's really great because I can just kind of put the screw top back on and enjoy it over the course of a few nights. This is a great wine to do that with. This next wine is a Kermit Lynch import. This is actually a place, Domaine de Fonzant, that I had the chance to visit when I was in Languedoc a few years ago. So this is their 2015 Corbières, and this is also a blend just like the last one, but the breakdown is a little bit different. 60% Carignan, 30% Grenache Noir, and 10% Syrah. And this is the 2015, so it's on the young side of things. They can be drunk young, kind of like the Cru Beaujolais, but this one is a little bit more full-bodied than the first one, and I try to always do the wines in that order for you. But right off the nose, a little bit more lush, a little bit more rich and ripe fruit. You've got like raspberries jumping out at you, and the raspberries are really lovely and ripe. There's a little bit of a spiciness, just like there was in the first one, but it's not quite as rich and intense. The body of this wine is a little bit stronger. This is going to be phenomenal with your steaks you're gonna grill. This is only $15.99. So instead of breaking out that really expensive $100 bottle of wine on a Tuesday night to go with steaks, just grab this one. It's $16 and you can order it. It actually has a lot of Cabernet qualities. It has those rich, ripe berries, but it's not quite as dense. It's not quite as mouth-filling. It is a medium plus to full-bodied wine though. But it just kind of coats the mouth and stays with you for a little while. There's great minerality to it, and I can just imagine this having with a really simple grilled steak, grilled vegetables, a beautiful Tuesday night, kind of just sitting out on your deck or your patio, enjoying this with a really beautiful meal. One of the things I love about the Languedoc wines is it's a very simple approach to winemaking. It's a region that loves to farm organically, but not claim that they farm organically. They don't really add anything to the wine. It's very easygoing and very simple and very rustic approach to winemaking, and you really get that. It's just a clean, easy drinking wine that doesn't feel like there's anything extra in there. It just feels like pure, beautiful grapes. And I love the Languedoc for that. I think it's just such a great region with great value and great winemaking. All right, friends, that does it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you want to continue getting notifications on when I put these videos up, please go ahead and hit subscribe. All of the links for the wines are underneath in the bio. Other than that, thank you so much again for watching. Happy drinking, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. See you again next week. Bye.